Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to Black Moon Goddess Intuition. This is the Black Moon Butterfly Effect. I will be doing the collective surrender reading. So here's the deal, y'all. Spirit has been moving today. Spirit has been definitely moving today. And there's a lot of energy where I feel like there is a need for surrendering. Surrendering to the unknown, surrendering to spirit, surrendering to outdated belief, surrendering your ego. And this has to do a lot with your expectations, your intentions, what it is that you're trying to attract, what it is that you're trying to release. A lot of us are in this energy of changing their whole paradigm. And in order to change that, you have to let go of some things. And when I say surrender, I don't mean like you have to necessarily be in this energy of submission, but in a way you do. Because in order to surrender effectively, you have to be willing to submit to spirit. Let spirit's will be done. Let God's will be done, right? So I'm going to get started. And we're going to see what you have surrendered in the past, what you need to surrender now. Goodness. What you need to surrender now, what you're going to need to surrender in the future moving forward, what you've had a problem surrendering, and the outcome of all of this surrendering, what is the purpose of it, okay? So let's get the prayer started and we'll get it started. All praises be to the Most High. I give thanks to you for touching me this morning and giving me these gifts. All praises to my ancestors, my guides, my teachers, my guardians, and my angels. I ask you guys to be here with me, to guide me, to protect me, and to lead me along this path. Help me to give the collective a message of surrender and acceptance that will help them along their journey and on their path. I thank you, I recognize you, I revere you. All these praises be in God Almighty's name. Shea. Amen. All right. So let's get it. What is it what has the collective surrendered in the past? What they need to surrender now? What they need to surrender in the future that will assist them on their journey and their path? What you're having a problem surrendering. And we're going to get the outcome. The higher self wants you to surrender this, and spirit wants you to surrender this. For what outcome, please, spirit? For what outcome, please, spirit? For what outcome, please, spirit? I'm hearing growth and expansion. All of this is needed for growth and expansion. So we got overcoming obstacles and happiness. Okay. Thank you, Spirit. So it's saying that in the past you have overcome or in the process of overcoming. Look at all this on my screen. Overcoming obsessive thinking. It says, if you're obsessed about a person or situation, turn the dilemma over to spirit. Doing so will help bring you clarity or even solve the problem. So you can overcome these obstacles, literally. Okay? The energy that you need to surrender to in the present moment is surrender to play. Okay? It says, take a break from overthinking. Do something fun. Play is time of recreation and rejuvenation. Yeah, you need to do something that is fun, that is relaxing, that is not going to cause you to overthink things. It's not going to cause you to obsess over things. Play is going to put you in this place of childlike wonder. You're going to be able to relax a little bit. You're not going to have anything pressing on you because you're just having fun. So do something that's going to liven up your spirits. Go dance. Go have fun with your friends. You know, take a break from the rat race of the mind. Okay? What you're going to need to surrender in the future that is going to assist you is you're going to have to surrender the ego. Okay? Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others and come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. Okay? What you have problems, what obstacles you're having problems overcoming or surrendering to is inner peace. It says cultivate inner peace on a daily basis. In quiet meditative moments, focus on the stillness within and enjoy this inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. Okay, so all of this is really coinciding together here. I'm really getting a lot of solar plexus and sacral chakra energy and throat chakra here. This is using your voice effectively. This is talking to yourself effectively, letting yourself know that, hey, everything that you're surrendering, everything that you're being guided to let go of is for your greatest and highest good. It's for your greatest and highest happiness, joy, fulfillment. It's going to help you overcome these obstacles that you have in your life, whether you feel like you're being blocked, whether you feel like you're being stopped, whether you feel like you're stagnant. These energies will move along if you surrender, okay? We're going to get some more. What deck am I using, guys? Okay. We're going to use the Oracle of Seven Energies to get some clarification. Thank you, Spirit. Can I get more on the surrendering obsessive thinking in the past? Can you give me more? Surrender obsessive thinking in the past. You guys do not want me to use this deck? It says close encounters, powerful move, and divine matrix. That makes sense. Okay. Close encounters, divine matrix, and a powerful move. I feel like by surrendering all of this obsessive thinking, this rat race in the mind, a lot of being conscious of your self-awareness, being conscious of your thoughts, being conscious of the things that you are focusing on is going to help you unlock certain things within your divine matrix. And it's also releasing you from these close encounters. Like, it's like you're getting these thoughts in your mind, right? They were obsessive thoughts. You recognize them instantly, and you changed your thought pattern. Instead of obsessing over the negativity that was going on in your mind or what's going on in your present world, you are focusing on the positive aspects, right? You're focusing on positive energy. You're surrounding yourself with positive people. You're allowing yourself to feel gratitude and happiness in the spite of what you got going on, what you have going on in your mind, what you have going on in your world, what's going on at your job and your relationships within your family. You're focusing on yourself, and you're realizing that all of this energy that you're putting into worrying and wondering and the what ifs and all of these things has been a waste of time, right? And it was causing you to be stuck in a certain situation, right? So you've come to this place, and we got 44 on the board, John. 44 on the board. That may mean something for some of you. But this is, the 44 is the divine matrix. And the divine matrix is your own world, right? It's your own reality. It's you cultivating the reality that you want. It's you bringing things into alignment for the things that you want. You're realizing that you have realized in the past that this obsessive thinking, this overthinking, this overanalyzing every little thing and scrutinizing it and judging yourself and others now, because when you judge others, you're also judging yourself, because it's a mirror effect, right? So you have understood the part of how to hack your own matrix, how to cultivate a circular type of field instead of a linear one. You're getting out of the fact that, hey, A plus B does not always equal C. Sometimes you got to go around the block a little bit and go to C, A, C, B before you get to actual C, right? But this is because you have realized that you're going to have to break down some of these barriers. You're going to have to you have broken down some of these barriers. You have broken down the thoughts and the emotions that are attached to the obsessiveness, to the overthinking, to the overanalyzing, to the overgiving, to the people pleasing, to the outdated beliefs, to the outdated thoughts, because that is no longer you, right? And you come to this place where you're in this energy of making power moves now. And power moves all have to do with your thought. Everything starts with a thought. So when you made the decision, the conscious decision to surrender this obsessive thinking, this overdoing, this overanalyzing, you have come to this place where you are unlocking certain keys to your reality, certain keys to your success, certain keys to the romance that you want, certain keys to the abundance that is always available. Okay? If you're still overthinking and you're still obsessing and you're still overdoing and you're still doing the most, then you're being asked to surrender that. You're being asked to let that go. You're being asked to let this go so you can gain clarity instead of, what's the word? Illusion, delusion, being stuck in this pattern of thought that is not suiting you and is not helping you cultivate the life that you want. Because the more you obsess over negativity, the more that you focus on negative energy, it's not going to be a close call because you're going to be in the thick of it. But I feel like a lot of you have done this work because it is in the past position. So I feel like a lot of the collective has gotten to the point where they realize that this overthinking, this overanalyzing, this putting so much attention on the negative aspects of life or a situation or a person isn't doing them any good. That's going to help you make power moves as far as yourself, helping you bring back your power, helping you get back your power, helping you to empower yourself, helping you to inspire others, helping you to get into this place of joy and fulfillment and happiness, okay? The surrender to play in the current energy. Whoa. Okay. Sacred reverence. One more, please. I'm feeling like this has a lot to do with being in a meditative state also, because when you're in that playful mode, you're not thinking about all of your problems. You're not thinking about the bills that haven't been paid. You're not thinking about the fact that your car is in the shop. You're not thinking about the fact that this person isn't paying you any attention. You're not thinking about all of that negative stuff. You're thinking, you're in this flow state of positivity. And when you're in that energy of positivity, you are meditating. You are hypnotizing yourself into this playful state, and you're absorbing that and embodying that playful energy, that free-spirited type energy, that childlike feel, right? You're doing things that you care about. Great big love. And you're loving yourself more. You're doing things that you love. You're honoring yourself, whether it's having a spa day, or curling up with a cup of tea and a good book. If that makes you feel good and that makes you feel happy and that helps you to let go of all of that stuff that's going on in your mind and get lost in a good story. You know what I mean? that is rejuvenating yourself. You're relaxing your mind. Your left and right sides of your brain are working together in that instance to focus on something more positive instead of fighting against each other, the logical side and the intuitive side, the logical side and the creative side. If some of you are writers and you create something, you've been in a creative block situation, letting go of all of this nitpicking and paying attention to all these little fine details, which is necessary, but not all the time, you know? Okay, I feel like you're becoming more loving to yourself. You're going to be able to be more loving and giving to your projects and those people that you serve, which is the collective and your clients or your family or your mate. You're going to be more receptive and giving at the same time because you're not stressed out. You're not worried about this. You're not worried about that. You're not in this energy of tenseness, stress, anxiety, overwhelmed. You're not in that energy because you're free at that moment in time. So just be in a playful state will bring creativity, will bring clarity to you, will bring recreational energy. Recreation is peaceful energy, right? It's something that you do. It's like having recess at school, right? Y'all remember recess? It's like going to recess. It's a break in your day of learning. It's a break in your day. It helps you to also assimilate that information that you've gained throughout the day at school, right? Because this Earth 3D realm is the realm of learning. It's a school, right? It's a school for the soul. We all enrolled in this school, right? To learn, to grow. So, when you're in regular school, even if you're in college, you're at university, you have breaks in between your classes. You know, you have breaks. You have summer break. You have spring break. You have winter break. You have breaks. Why? Because you can't continue to bombard yourself with knowledge and expect it to assimilate if you don't have time to rest. When you rest, when you relax, when you have time to do things that you enjoy doing, believe it or not, you absorb the information. The information gets filed away in your subconscious mind and actually assimilates. Why? Because you're not stressed out. When you're stressed, things don't flow freely. They hit blocks, they hit bumps. It's like the little pinball machine that you play at the arcade where you pull the ball and the bing, bing, bing all the way around. That's what everything is doing when you're constantly bombarding yourself with information, knowledge. That's not using it wisely. When you go into play mode, when you go into a fluid movement of relaxation and rejuvenation and peace, you are actually, even when you go to sleep, you are registering all of that information throughout the day into your body, into your subconscious. All of that seeps into your subconscious. It doesn't stay stuck in your conscious mind. It seeps into your subconscious. So there are files that you can open up later on. Even if you don't think that you got the information, you did. And if you focus on it later on, it'll make more sense to you. Okay? So it's loving the fact that you have a playful space. It's loving the fact that you are able to relax for a minute. It's loving the fact that, hey, I'm going to take a break and I'm going to do something for me type energy, which is needed in all avenues of life. You can't just continually go through this school without recess, without a break, without a pause. So you can assimilate the information, so you can calm down, so you don't have to be stressed out or overwhelmed by everything that you're being bombarded with every day. Okay? It's a very, what's the word? It's a very relaxing and calming energy. Hello?
Yeah, what up?
Not much. What's going on?
Ain't shit. Ripping and running like usual. Down here in Florida, they got flooded the fuck out. Shit. We got like that Katrina in this little area. fucked up. That's why they rescued people from their houses, all kinds of shit.
Oh, wow. All right. Well, I'm on a live, so you want to call me back, or are they coming through, or what?
You heard me?
Yeah, I say they coming through. I'm on a live, so.
Coming through, they coming through. Give me your address, I forgot. I know how to get there. Valley Hill, right?
7159 Williamsburg Drive.
Send it to me so I can just send it to him. So I bet. You're gonna come through. What are you talking?
They're $3 a piece.
I'm gonna give him a number and do this.
All right, I'm gonna try and get this live done real quick, and I'll send you the address. All right. I hope you guys can hear me. Okay. So in the future, or what the energy that you're going to need to surrender that's going to help you do this is surrendering the ego. Now, doesn't that make sense? Surrendering the ego is going to definitely help you. Why? Because the ego is your protection, right? It tells you that don't do this, do this. Don't do this, do that. You know, stay in this area. Don't worry about this. It's telling you to stay safe, right? You're going to have to surrender the ego and that egotistical thinking and be grateful for everything that you've gone through. Be grateful for everything that you've learned. Be grateful for everything that is in your awareness today. Okay? Be of service to others. Being of service to others is the greatest thing that you can do. Why? Because it is service to humanity, and we are all connected. What is going on with my life? Okay, so we got, look at that. Spirit of gratitude. What did I just say? You got to cultivate a spirit of gratitude to be of service to yourself and others, so that you are rooted in the abundance that is around you all day, every day, that is always available to you. Wow. Awesome. I love that energy. Let's get one more. I'm feeling like this, we are all interconnected. We are all in this spiral of life. Okay? Abundance is all around us. Abundance is your birthright. When you come to this school, you come to this school to gain knowledge, to gain wisdom, to clear out karma, and to achieve dharma, right? So when you come here, you have to be grateful for the good, the bad, the ugly, and the indifferent. If you're not, and you're focused on the bad and the indifferent, you never understand or appreciate the good that is always happening for you. Not to you, but for you. Life does not happen to you, it happens for you. When things when things don't go your way, just be blessed and be thankful for that too, because you probably dodged a bullet. Okay? You've probably dodged a bullet. You've learned a lesson. You have to be understanding about if you've been in a relationship that hasn't been that great and it's ended, it was meant to end. Sometimes you have to understand that people, places, thought processes, ideologies, even beliefs are there for a time, not for eternity. They're there to help you learn a lesson, to get rid of some karma from your past lives or things of the past in this life, right? To move forward, to grow as a human being and as a spirit, as a soul, as an eternal soul. This vessel that we embody, that our soul embodies, is not the body that we had in our past lives, and it's not the body that we're going to have in the future. We chose this vessel to help us learn the lessons that we need to learn in the school that we're in right now, right? So when you come back here, you're not going to come back the same person, because you're going to be wiser, you're going to be better, you're going to know more. You're going to have a time to look back at this life and realize, okay, I've learned these lessons. I need to come back and learn these lessons, right? So we reincarnate to learn. So when we reincarnate, it's like graduating or being left back, depending on where you are when you leave here, where your soul has elevated to, what knowledge has it learned, what knowledge has it assimilated, what knowledge has it, what wisdom has it integrated, what lessons have you learned, right? 5:55 on the clock. All about change. Dramatic change. Like I said, the surrendering is going to help you change your whole entire paradigm. It's going to help you leaps and bounds. I'm getting the infinity sign in my mind's eye. And for me, when I see the infinity sign, it's all about collapsing timelines. And it's all about how energy moves in a fluid way, right? It's all about the vortexes that we create and the vortexes that we escape. Okay, if you've been in a constant loop or in a constant pattern that you've noticed, because when you come out of this obsessive thinking, this overthinking, this rat race of the mind, you calm your mind when you're in play mode. You calm your mind, you calm your spirit, you let all of that go. It's like you have on, I see a football player, right? They got all these pads on under their uniform. They got a helmet, they got shoulder pads, they got elbow pads, they got knee pads. Then they got their suit on top of that. That stuff is heavy. It's heavy. But when you go to play, when they take that stuff off in the locker room, they're shedding pounds. Right? They're shedding pounds of weight that is supposed to protect them while they're out on the field. Okay? When you're out here in the field of life, sometimes you need to let go of all of that protective padding, the ego, so that you can be grateful that, hey, I made that touchdown, or I caught that ball, or I was able to, assist my teammate in making that winning touchdown. Right? Assisting others and yourself. But you are in the locker room. You guys are talking about things. You're joking around. You're like, yeah, man, you almost missed that ball, but I came in and I helped you out. You are letting go of all of this protective padding, which is your ego. Your ego is there to protect you. Although most of the time it's protecting you from things that you don't need to be worried about anymore. Okay? Let the ego go and stand in your higher self. Okay? The energy that you're having that you're having an issue with surrendering is inner peace. It says cultivate inner peace on a daily basis in quiet meditative moments. Focus on the stillness within and enjoy your inner refuge. Others will feel your good vibes too, and your life will flow more easily. And it says beyond the ordinary. See beyond the ordinary. Look how free she is. Look how free she is. She's taking a leap of faith. She's dumping into the air. She is freeing herself of all limitations. That's what inner peace brings you. Freeing you from all limitations to know that you are supported, you are guided, you are being led along a certain path for a certain reason. Okay? The beyond the ordinary is to let you see that you are not your current situation. You are not your past. You are not even your future because it hasn't got here yet. But what you are is an infinite being that can perform miracles on a daily. Why? How? Meditation. Quieting your mind. Being able to see past what is really going on right now. Right now you're in school. You will graduate. Okay? When this vessel leaves here, you're going to graduate if you learned your lessons. If you didn't learn your lessons, just like in regular school, you will be held back and you will repeat those lessons. If you're not trying to repeat those lessons, look for the small things and the big things that are changing in your life. You're not where you are yesterday. You're not where you were 2 years ago. You're not where you were 10 years ago. Okay? I don't care what it looks like. You're not that same person. Experience has cultivated you into a person, to an individual now. What lessons have you learned? What things have you witnessed? What things within yourself have you witnessed? Okay? Some of you need to get into this place of meditation. If you haven't started meditating, meditate. If you haven't started journaling, journal. It gets it out of your mind and onto paper. Journaling is a very powerful tool to help you clear your energy out. What else do we have about surrendering this inner peace as an obstacle? Some of you are too focused on the future. This is why you're so worried. You can't worry about the future. Yes, you make steps to cultivate a future that you want, but you can't worry about the results. Okay? Surrender results. Surrender to the results. You do everything that you can in your present moment to make things happen, and then you let go of the results. Put that energy out there of prosperity. Put that energy out there of gratitude. Put that energy out there of acceptance. Accept who you are, what you've been through, and where you're trying to go. Don't focus on the negative or the uncertainty. Be certain that you are making the right moves. Be certain that you are doing what's right for you in the present moment to cultivate the future that you want. If you're putting that energy out there, the universe hears you. The universe hears you, and it will bring it back to you. Don't be so stuck on how it should look, how it should feel. Just know that it's going to come just how it needs to come in the time that it needs to come. Your ego wants you to be worried about how it's going to look. When is it going to come? When it comes, am I going to be ready? Some of you are fearing success. Others of you are fearing failure. You can't worry about success and you can't worry about failure. What you need to worry about is the present moment. What are you doing in this moment right now that is going to catapult you to the destiny that you're trying to achieve? And remember to have fun with it. Have fun. Don't be so serious all the time. Inner peace, please. Can I get one more? Inner peace. Birds of a feather. What did they say? Birds of a feather flock together. This, for me, is letting me know that your inner peace is being sabotaged. It's being sabotaged because you're surrounding yourself with negative people. You're surrounding yourself with people that don't have any inner peace of their own, and they don't want you to have any either, right? Misery loves company. All of these cliches, all of these sayings, they have merit. They have a root to them, right? Because you think about it. If you hang around people that are negative all the time, what's going to happen? You're going to absorb that negative energy. If you hang around people that are uncertain all the time, guess what? You're going to absorb that energy. If you hang around people that are broke all the time and you're trying to be rich, then you're going to be broke. Surround yourself with people of positivity. Surround yourself with people of abundance. Surround yourself with people that have an attitude of gratitude and a great attitude towards life. Excuse me. Okay? You can't surround yourself around people that are miserable, because you will be miserable too. And therefore, you will never find your inner peace. You'll never be able to be in a meditative state. We can be in a meditative state without sitting and being quiet. Remember, okay? You could be in a meditative state while you're in this attitude of happiness, of play. That's a meditative state, okay? Do what makes you happy. Surround yourself with happy people. Surround yourself with people that have an attitude of gratitude, that have a great attitude towards life, who are accepting of where they are now, but they are not bound by it. You understand? Let me get one more. One more for inner peace. Willing release. Willingly release these attachments, these attachments to people, places, things, ideologies, beliefs that are hindering and hampering your inner peace. That peace of mind, that peace of spirit, that peace that is going to bring in the miracles that you want. When you get into this place of being mindful of who you're around, being mindful of the energy that is around you, and setting up healthy boundaries against these low vibrational people, get away from them. Even the people that you live with. If you live with people that are negative, guess what? You're absorbing their energy. Okay? You're absorbing their energy, you're absorbing their mannerisms, you're absorbing their way of speaking. This is the way that they speak to you. This is the way they speak to themselves. This is the way they speak to others. Remember, I told you I'm feeling a lot of blue on the board here. There's a lot of blue, there's a lot of orange, there's a lot of yellow. So this is your sacral chakra, your solar plexus, and your throat chakra. All three of these things are playing a part in your surrendering so that the miracles can happen, so that you can see the miracles happening in your life. If you're too stuck on the negative, if you're too stuck on the bad, if you're too stuck, or if you're in this on the negative end of the polarity spectrum, then guess what? Cause and effect. What your thinking, where your focus is where the energy is going to flow. So continue. There's going to be a continuous flow of negativity coming your way because you're stuck on that end of the polarity spectrum. You want to be more on the positive side, or at least in the middle, where you can see the duality of the situation. You can change your perspective. You can change your mindset. You can change the way you speak, the way you think, the way you move. Okay? And when you change the way you think, you change the emotions that are associated with it. Because your emotions is what makes you react to any one given situation. If you've been in your job forever and a day and you've been trying to get a promotion and you're in this negative energy space, guess what? You don't get the promotion and you go spiraling down this path. Oh, this the manager. Oh, it's this person. Oh, it's that person. You start playing the blame game. And the blame game is giving away your power. You're playing victim at that point. You're saying that you have no control over your life and you have no control over the things that happen in your life, but you do. You have all the control. You have all the power. Release some of this protective padding and take a risk. Be free. Be free. And understand and trust that you are being supported. Trust that you will be caught. You are not going to fall flat on your face. The things that we experience that are seen to be negative are not always negative. They happen because they need to happen. Because you are not pulling the trigger on the lesson that you are supposed to be learning. So guess what? Spirit's going to come in and be like, yo, I'm going to make you. I'm going to make you. I'm going to make you go through this so you understand that you are supposed to be learning a lesson here. You're not supposed to stay here. You're not supposed to get comfortable here. You're not supposed to be content here. You're supposed to grow and move on. Okay? And for this happiness and overcoming obstacles as your outcome, you are overcoming so many obstacles by just surrendering and being in this place of peace, of harmony, of happiness, of gratitude. Even when things don't seem to be going your way, be grateful. Why? Because you're being grateful for coming out of it. You're being grateful for this not being forever. You're being grateful to God, Source, Spirit for the lessons that you are learning in that very moment. Okay? You don't always have to grow out of fear, out of obstacles, out of negativity. You can grow out of joy, out of happiness, and out of acceptance. You have to be receptive to the goodness that comes with every lesson learned, every opportunity given, every opportunity lost. Why did you lose the opportunity? You're obsessing over the wrong thing. So therefore, you don't see the opportunities that are right in front of your face. Can I get more for this happiness and overcoming obstacles for the outcome, please? Yes. The power of purpose. Walking the lion. Waking the lion. This is, what did I say? You see that? The yellow and the orange. This is creativity. This is being able to open up your consciousness to the greater things of the cosmos, the greatest things of the universe, the love of all, the love of yourself, the love of the journey, the love of the path. This is being receptive. And this is 18 and 19. There is a progression here. Okay? Divine power. The purpose, the power of purpose. Your purpose here is to learn. Your purpose here is to grow and elevate as a spiritual being. This physical body that we're in is just the vehicle to which to learn. It's the vehicle in which to achieve. And you chose it. I chose to be an African American woman that is highly intuitive. Why? Because there were lessons that I needed to overcome. It took me, I've always been intuitive. I've always been able to connect, right? But in my 20s, I got disconnected. I was too worried about right now. I've got children to take care of. I'm in school. I've got this and that and everything. Life took over, right? I got lost in the sauce. But by the time I turned 30, I was back on my mission. But I felt like I was a baby walking again, right? I had to recultivate that energy. I had to understand the lessons that I was going through in my 20s. I had to understand how I was disconnected from spirit. So that's why things were so difficult at times. What I thought was fun times, what I thought were good times, were not really. Now that I look back on it, I was struggling spiritually. I didn't have a spiritual connection. I thought I was out there all on the ledge alone, right? Until I realized, wait a minute, wait 1 minute. I'm connected, always have been. I'm supported, always have been. God is on my side, always has been. God has never left my side. God has never left your side. Okay? Everything is happening for a reason. Let go of the ego. Let go of the fear. Let go of the obsessing. And be in this fluid energy of growth, of acceptance, of responsibility. You have to be responsible and accountable for your own actions, your own thoughts, your own emotions. No one can do that for you. You can't blame someone else or expect someone else to give you or make you happy. That is your job. And happiness is always there for you. Just look at all of the good things that you have. You have food on your table. You have a roof over your head. You have a car to drive. Your children are healthy. Your parents are healthy. Your grandparents are healthy. And if they're not here, then guess what? They're still here. They're here with you, guiding you from the ethereal spiritual realm. They have not left you. A lot of people feel like when people leave that when people pass on or transition that they have left them. They didn't leave you, but just believe that they can do more for you in the astral plane, in the spiritual realm, than they could ever do for you here on the physical realm. Why? Because there's limitations to this spiritual realm. Why? Because it's a school. And why is that? Because there's rules to school. There are rules that we chose to abide by when we enrolled into this school, into this curriculum of life. You will overcome these obstacles. You're surrendering all of this so you can see the miracles of life, so you can see the abundance, so you can awaken the lion within. That is awakening your energy, awakening your spirit, awakening your intelligence, awakening your subconscious to something better. Not letting your subconscious be ruled by the ego, but letting your subconscious be ruled by spirit. Spirit of gratitude. When you're thankful to spirit, even in those tough times, you will come out of them so much more enlightened for it. And you will be rooted in abundance, literally. You will start to see the good things. You will start to receive goodness. You will start to receive the miracles. You will see the change. Like I said, there's a whole big paradigm shift happening right now. Right now, in this very moment. It's your choice of whether you want to stay obsessing, stay overdoing, stay worried, stay pinned down and stagnant, or do you want to release and have peace and harmony and receptivity in your life? Do you want to be able to understand your own matrix? Do you want to have the key to your own power? Instead of handing over the key to the city, to every outside force, it's taking that key back and unlocking your heart and unlocking your mind and unlocking your spirit to something better, to something higher, to something more. It's like I'm hearing something more golden. You're making power moves. This is how you make the power moves. This is how you overcome these obstacles. This is how you learn the power of your purpose. What are you here for? What are you here to do? Some of you feel like you are so uncertain, you don't know what to do. You've tried this, you've tried that, you've tried opening a business, you've tried working for a job, you've tried getting you a sugar daddy or a sugar mama and expecting them to be able to support you. Your job is to support yourself and to create a life and cultivate something of meaning for yourself and therefore the collective. The collective is your community. Each one of us has our own personal community. These are your children, these are your parents, these are everybody that you come in contact with. They are part of your community, whether they're there for a minute or whether they're there for a lifetime or whether they're there for a short period of time. They're all part of your community. And we're all a part of a community of as a collective. We're a part of a community of where we live. We're a part of a community of our spiritual background. We're a community of religious order. There are so many communities that we are a part of. How does that work with school? These different communities that you're a part of, they're like the clubs that you have in school, right? You got the chess club, you got the debate team, you got the yearbook committee, you got all these different clubs. Your communities that you are a part of are the clubs of school that you are in, right? So understand that there's a bigger microcosm to your macrocosm, right? Every little thing that we do ripples into time, space, and reality. Even our thoughts. You don't even have to act on it, but a thought will ripple around in the collective origin, in the Akashic records, in the energy field of humanity, of this moment in time and space. Remember, this moment in school is a blip in time. I know when you guys were in school, you thought you was going to be in school forever. It seemed like it dragged on and dragged on and dragged on, right? It seemed like you would never get out of school. You're like, oh my goodness. If you were like me, I went to Christian garden. That's before kindergarten, y'all, if you didn't know. Christian garden, then I went to kindergarten, then I went to first grade, then I went to grammar school, then I went to junior high school, then I went to high school, then I went to college. You know, you seem like you're in school all your life, but believe it or not, school makes up a blip of time in your life altogether. You were out here in the real world more than you were ever in school, real technical school. You did? Okay? So understand that this school that we're in called life of this moment is a blip in time of your soul's evolution, of your soul's journey, of your soul's wisdom path. Be more playful. Be less serious. But do everything in your power to cultivate the life that you want. Not out of fear, but out of love. Not out of uncertainty, but of acceptance. Be in this energy of seeing beyond your current situation and moving towards your goals. You can move towards your goals without obsessing about the outcome. You do everything that you can in your power. You do the research that you need to do, and you pull the trigger. You don't just sit there and be an eternal, like those people they stay in school forever and ever and ever. They just keep going in class. And you stay out of school. You stay in school forever because you're afraid to step out into the real world, and you want to stay in the security of school. We are in university, y'all. This is college. This is real life. When you understand how the culture works. When I say the culture, I mean the culture of this humanity, of this 3D school that we're in, then you will understand and you will start to see the miracles that are happening each and every nanosecond of the day. Each and every nanosecond of the day. We are bombarded with so many thoughts. We have like 6,000 thoughts running through our mind a day. Not to mention the energies and thoughts of other people that are around us, that we're absorbing, that we probably have no business absorbing. Let's just be real. Most of the people that are around us are not for our greatest and highest good. And if they're not, you need to let them go. Float on, baby. And don't feel guilty about doing that, because it's all about your survival. It's all about your inner peace. It's all about your mental peace. If you can't clear your mind and you can't get to a place of being able to see things clearly, then you'll never be able to achieve your goals. You'll never be able to relax. You'll never be able to see abundance. You'll never be grateful for everything that's happening. Good, bad, ugly, or indifferent now. Everything is a gift from spirit. Even if it doesn't feel like it at the moment. After you come out of it, after you overcome all of these obstacles, you're going to look back on it and be like, you know what? I'm glad I went through that, because now I understand a little bit more. Now I'm a little bit wiser. Now I have a little bit more peace in my life. I went through that. It's over with. And now I can recognize it if it tries to come and infiltrate my energy again. Surrendering is very important. Surrendering will help you to achieve the goals that you thought were impossible. It will help you make the power moves, right? It will help you understand your power of purpose. The power of purpose. What are you here for? What are you here to learn? How are you here to grow? Okay? It will also help you understand what your matrix is and how to get the best out of it. Okay? All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I love you guys. Remember, when you surrender, you allow yourself to see the miracles of life. Each and every day, each and every way, each and every nanosecond of the day, be grateful. Be thankful. Be receptive to the goodness that is out here. Be rooted in abundance and know that it is yours to have because it's always around you. It is your birthright. Okay? I love you guys. You guys have a pleasant and blessed weekend. Whenever you get this message, it is for you. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Drop me a comment. Let me know how you feel. Let me know how your day is going. Let's kick the boo-boo. Love you guys. Peace out.